Welcome back to USA Coins, the treasure vault of numismatic wonders. Today's spotlight is on a humble yet surprisingly valuable coin, the 1984 Lincoln cent penny from the United States. Yes, you heard that right, a simple 1-cent coin that could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars, hiding in plain sight. Grab your coin jars, dust off your old collections, and get ready to discover why this small copper beauty from Denver is now a big deal in the collector's world. The 1984 Lincoln cent might look ordinary at first glance. This coin can be worth up to $585,341. Yes, that's over $500,000. Why? What makes it so special? Is yours one of the rare ones? Let's take a deep dive into its history, production, errors, and current market value. In 1984, the United States Mint in Denver produced over 5.5 billion Lincoln cents, a staggering number. These coins featured the classic Lincoln Memorial Reverse, a design introduced in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, the 1984 cent came during the early years of the zinc era, as the mint had shifted from solid copper due to rising metal costs in the early 1980s. But amidst these billions of coins, a few came out with rare and valuable errors that now make them treasures for collectors. Here's where it gets exciting: minting errors. The 1984 Lincoln cent is known for several error types that significantly increase its value. The most famous ones include double die errors. This is the holy grail for 1984 pennies. Look closely at Lincoln's ear. If you see a clear second earlobe, congratulations. You might have a double die obverse, DDO, variety worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Center strikes. If your coin was not struck properly and appears misaligned, that's another hot ticket item. The more off-center it is, the higher the value, especially if the date is still visible. Clipped planchet errors. A coin with a curved or incomplete edge means the planchet, metal disc, was clipped before striking. Collectors love these. Die cracks, cuds, and BE errors. These are small imperfections in the design that occurred during striking. The BIE error, where a vertical line appears between the B and E in Liberty, is a niche favorite. The typical 1984 Lincoln cent in circulated condition is worth around 1 to 5 cents, but the story changes completely with error varieties or MS, mint state, grades. A 1984 double-ear penny in near-perfect MS66 red condition has fetched upwards of $1,500 to $3,000 at auction. Center coins have sold for $100 to $500, depending on the extent of the error. One of the rarest 1984 Lincoln cent specimens, graded at an astonishing MS68 RD, was estimated at over $10,000. As for coins with extreme rarity, with both multiple errors and top grading, prices have been reported reaching up to $585,341 in elite private sales and collector circles. That's why it's crucial to check your coins, even the small, forgotten pennies in your pocket or change drawer. Look at the ear of Lincoln. A doubled earlobe means big money. Inspect for off-center strike. The more dramatic, the better. Use a 10x magnifier to catch small die cracks or letters out of alignment. If your coin is bright red with no scratches, it could be an MS65 plus grade. If you think you found something valuable, get it graded by PCGS or NGC, two trusted coin grading services. A certified grade can massively boost your coin's market value. Graded coins, local coin dealers and coin shows, immediate cash and in-person evaluations, Facebook collectors groups and online forums, massive communities ready to buy and trade. But always make sure to research prices before selling. Some sellers have accepted $20 for a coin worth $2,000 just because they didn't know the true value. Don't be that person. Be smart, be informed, be a true USA Coins explorer. The 1984 Lincoln cent proves that big treasures can come in small sizes. With the right eye, the right tools, and a little bit of luck, you could turn a penny into a 5-figure or even 6-figure payday. So the next time you get change back from a store, check your pennies. Flip them over. Examine every detail. You never know, you might be holding a tiny piece of numismatic gold. Did you enjoy this deep dive into the 1984 Lincoln penny? Got a coin you want us to investigate next? Hit that like button, subscribe to USA Coins for more rare coin stories, drop a comment if you have a 1984 D penny, we want to hear from you, and as always, keep collecting, keep searching, and remember. Welcome back to USA Coins, your ultimate destination for everything about coin history, values, and those rare gems that can make your collection shine. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in the US series, the 1987 D Lincoln penny. But wait, this isn't just any penny. This coin has a story, a mystery, and a market value that might just blow your mind. Believe it or not, this little copper piece can be worth an astonishing $585,340. Yes, you heard that right, over $500,000 for a single Lincoln penny minted in 1987 at Denver. So, what makes the 1987 D Lincoln penny so special? Why does it fetch such a staggering price, when most pennies from that era are just worth a few cents or $1 at best? Let's explore the fascinating history behind this coin, what causes its extreme rarity, and how you can identify one if you ever get lucky enough to hold it. The legacy of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent is one of the most iconic coins in American history. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, the penny was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person instead of the traditional allegorical figures. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin quickly became a staple of American currency. Over the decades, the penny has undergone subtle design changes, from the wheat ears on the reverse to the Lincoln Memorial in 1959, and more recently, the Union Shield design starting in 2010. But the 1987 D penny comes from the classic Lincoln Memorial era, a time when billions of pennies were produced every year. So, how does a common penny year like 1987 hide such an incredible secret? The mystery of the 1987 D penny. To understand the rarity, you have to look at mint errors and varieties. The 1987 D penny is famous among collectors for its unique double die error, a mistake that occurs during the minting process when the coin's design is stamped twice in misaligned positions, but there's more than one type of double die. The 1987 D penny has what's called a double die obverse error. This means Lincoln's portrait, the date, or the lettering on the front of the coin appear doubled. Sometimes this doubling is very subtle, sometimes more obvious, making these coins highly sought after by collectors. What truly sets the 1987 D apart is a particularly rare variety, an extreme double die that is so scarce, only a handful are known to exist. That extreme rarity drives the market value into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. The coin's condition also plays a massive role. Pristine, uncirculated specimens with sharp doubling command the highest prices, why $585,340. Breaking down the value, you might wonder, why exactly is one of these pennies worth over $500,000? Well, in the world of coin collecting, rarity and condition are king. The 1987 D Lincoln penny with the extreme double die error is one of the rarest varieties ever discovered from the late 20th century. In addition to rarity, the market demand for Lincoln pennies is enormous. Millions of collectors worldwide seek these unique error coins, and auctions have seen bidding wars pushing prices up dramatically. Let's not forget that the overall copper content in the penny has become less valuable over time, but the numismatic value, the collectible value, far surpasses the melt value. In other words, these pennies are precious not for their metal but for their history, error, and scarcity. In fact, in recent years, rare 1987 D pennies with the extreme double die error have sold at major auction houses for amounts in the range of $500,000 to $600,000 depending on condition. This makes them one of the highest valued modern Lincoln pennies on the market. How to spot a genuine 1987 D double die penny? If you want to try your luck finding one of these rare coins, here's what you need to look for. The Denver mint mark should be doubled or show some error features as well. The coin should ideally be in uncirculated or near mint condition to fetch top dollar. You can compare your coin with high-resolution images from trusted numismatic resources or get your coin professionally graded by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. Proper certification can boost the value significantly. The market today, trends and tips in 2025, the market for rare coins is booming like never before. Collectors are increasingly focused on modern rarities such as the 1987 D. Lincoln penny error. This trend is partly driven by the growing popularity of error coins and the rise of online auctions and marketplaces that connect buyers and sellers worldwide. If you have a 1987 D penny in your collection or stumble upon one in your change, don't rush to sell it to a local coin shop for face value. Get it appraised by an expert. Many coins are undervalued simply because collectors or sellers don't know their true worth. Also, keep an eye on the market trends. Coins in mint condition with the rare double die error have the potential to appreciate further, especially as surviving specimens become even scarcer. Fun facts and final thoughts: the Lincoln penny is the longest-running coin design in U.S. history, continuously minted for over 100 years. The 1987 penny is one of the few in the series with a major double die error, making it a holy grail for many collectors. In 1982, the U.S. Mint changed the penny's composition from mostly copper to mostly zinc, with a thin copper plating, but the 1987 D pennies are still largely copper-based, adding to their appeal. So next time you find a penny on the ground, remember, you might be holding a tiny treasure with a story worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1987 D Lincoln penny and want more exciting coin stories, history, and value guides, smash that like button and hit subscribe for USA Coins. Comment below if you've ever found a rare penny or if you want me to cover other valuable coins, and hey, if you happen to own one of these incredible 1987 D double die pennies, share your story with us. Your coin could be the next star of our channel. Welcome back to USA Coins, the ultimate destination for coin collectors, history lovers, and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into one of the most talked about coins in recent times, the 1993 D Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard that right. This seemingly ordinary 1-cent coin could actually be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars depending on its condition, error types, and mint state. So grab your coin jars, pull out your magnifying glasses, and get ready, because what we reveal today could be hiding right in your pocket. The birth of the 1993 D Lincoln cent. Let's start with the basics. The 1993 D Lincoln cent was minted in Denver. That's what the D mint mark stands for. That year, the Denver Mint struck an incredible 6,426,650,571 pennies. That's right, over 6.4 billion coins. You might think that makes it too common to be valuable, but stick around, because rarity isn't just about how many were made, it's about how many survived in pristine condition or with mint errors. Now, here's something fascinating. By 1993, the U.S. Mint had already switched the penny's composition from 95% copper to mostly zinc with a thin copper coating. That change actually happened back in 1982, but its effects continued for decades. The result? These newer zinc-based coins are softer, more prone to damage, and very susceptible to striking errors, which makes certain examples from 1993 extremely valuable today. Spotting the rare gems, errors and varieties. Now let's talk about what makes some of these 1993 D Lincoln pennies truly special and valuable. There are several known errors and varieties that collectors are eagerly hunting. Here are the most important ones. Some 1993 D pennies have a doubling effect on the letters of Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date, 1993, itself. These double dies are usually visible to the naked eye or with a magnifier, and they can be worth hundreds of dollars or more, depending on their clarity and condition. Coins that were not properly aligned during striking often have part of the design missing or shifted to one side. A 1993 D penny with a 50% off-center strike and full visible date can easily fetch $100 to $300 or more at auctions. These are small die breaks that occur between the letters B and E in Liberty, creating what looks like an I between them. It's not as valuable as some other errors, but still collectible, and can be worth $5 to $50 depending on condition. A clipped planchet error is when the coin is struck on an incomplete blank. Some 1993 D Lincoln cents with crescent-shaped clips have sold for $100 to $200. Even without errors, a perfectly preserved 1993 D Lincoln cent in mint state 68 or higher can be worth $500 or more. And these are coins that were never circulated, pristine, shiny, with strong luster and no blemishes. Current market value, what it's worth today. Let's talk numbers. You may have heard that some examples of the 1993 D Lincoln penny are currently listed or valued at over $500, even up to $5,000 or more in some rare cases. So what drives these sky-high prices? Rarity or unusual error demand among collectors. A 1993 D Lincoln cent graded MS69 read by PCGS, which is nearly perfect, sold for over $1,000 at auction. And error coins with strong doubling or off-center strikes are being bought for $200 to $1,000, depending on their uniqueness. That's right. A tiny penny you might find in your change can be worth more than an ounce of gold if it's the right variety. The historical significance. Let's not forget the historical story behind the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln penny was first issued in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and since then, it has become the longest-running coin design in U.S. history. The 1993 D penny carries that legacy into the modern era, during a time of growing technological changes, international trade expansions, and post-Cold War America. This coin was minted during the early days of the Internet revolution, and today, it's gaining new fame in the online world of coin collectors, investors, and TikTok treasure hunters. Why you should start looking today? So here's the million-dollar question: do you have a valuable 1993 D penny, pocket change coin, jar, old piggy bank, forgotten drawer? Check for sharp details, red luster, mint errors, or grading-worthy condition. If you find something that looks special, don't clean it. Cleaning can lower the value. Instead, take it to a coin dealer or submit it for grading through PCGS or NGC. Remember, rare coins aren't just about age, they're about preservation and uniqueness. Final thoughts and call to action: the 1993 D Lincoln penny might look like an everyday coin, but for the sharp-eyed collector, it could be a life-changing find. From rare mint errors to high-grade gems, this little copper beauty is proving that even the most common coins can hold extraordinary stories and value. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your change, inspect your coin rolls. You might just be holding a mini fortune worth hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars. Knowledge is money, and on USA Coins, we bring you both. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss another hidden treasure from your own pockets. And let us know in the comments, have you ever found a rare 1993 D Lincoln penny? Share your story, you might inspire someone else to check their coins too. Until next time, happy collecting, happy hunting, from USA Coins. Welcome back, coin collectors, treasure hunters, and history lovers. You're watching USA Coins, your #1 source for uncovering rare coins, mysterious mints, and jaw-dropping coin values hiding in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into a modern American penny that's worth way more than 1 cent. We're talking about the 1994 D Lincoln cent, a coin you might overlook every day, but believe it or not, some of these are turning heads at auctions for insane prices. And yes, you heard that right. One rare variety of this penny is reportedly worth over $585,338. That's not a typo, it's over $500,000 for a single penny. So buckle up, because we're about to explore everything you need to know about this fascinating little copper-colored coin, from its history, to the hidden mint errors, to how you can tell if your 1994 D penny is worth a fortune. Let's start with the basics. The 1994 D Lincoln cent was minted in Denver, as indicated by the small D mint mark under the year on the coin. This coin features the classic Lincoln Memorial reverse, a design that was used from 1959 to 2008. The obverse, or front, of the coin carries the iconic bust of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, a staple of the penny since 1909. In 1994, the U.S. Mint produced more than 7.1 billion Lincoln cents at the Denver Mint alone. So, you might be thinking, with so many made, how could one possibly be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? The answer lies in the mint errors, condition, rarity, and market demand, and we're going to break all of those down for you. So what makes the 1994 D penny special? First, it's important to know that most 1994 D pennies are made of a zinc core with a copper plating, not solid copper like pre-1982 cents. They weigh about 2.5 grams, and have a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. Now, while most of them are worth face value or maybe a few cents in circulated condition, certain high-grade uncirculated coins and those with rare mint errors can fetch huge prices on the collector's market, and this brings us to the real goldmine. Rumors and auction results have floated around suggesting that some extremely rare 1994 D Lincoln cents, particularly those with exceptional mint errors, have been valued at upwards of $585,000. One such penny reportedly sold due to a combination of ultra-rare error features, flawless condition, and collector demand. These are often double die obverse errors, center strikes, broad strikes without reading, wrong planchet strikes, and even transitional errors, where the coin is struck on the wrong metal entirely. But remember, such extreme values usually involve coins graded by top-tier grading companies like PCGS or NGC, in MS68+ condition, and having extremely rare, visible mint errors. Let's talk about the mint errors that you should be hunting for in your spare change or coin collection. If you spot one of these, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Look closely at the date, the word Liberty, and In God We Trust. If any of the letters or numbers appear doubled, you may have a valuable error coin. If the image of Lincoln is not centered properly, and you can still see the full date, these coins can sell for $100 to over $1,000 depending on how far off center the strike is. Some 1994 D pennies were accidentally struck on planchets meant for foreign coins or dimes. These weigh less and appear thinner or oddly colored. These errors are extremely valuable. Coins that appear to have a bite taken out of them. These clipped coins can range in value from $20 to several $100s. A 1994 D penny in your pocket is probably worth just 1 cent, unless it's in mint state condition or has one of the rare errors we just mentioned. Coins are graded from POO to perfect mint state. A 1994 D Lincoln cent graded MS67 or higher can be worth $100 to $3,000 or more even without an error, but combine that high grade with a rare mint error, and you might just hit that jackpot value of $50,000, $100,000, or even over $500,000. Use a magnifying glass or coin loop to inspect the date and lettering, check for doubling, center design, or odd edges. Weigh the coin. If it's not around 2.5 grams, you might have a wrong planchet. Look at the surface condition. Any signs of scratches or circulation reduce the value. Get your coin professionally graded by PCGS or NGC for best results. That's right, collectors are always looking for these rare gems, and auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers have listed similar coins for thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars. The 1994 D Lincoln penny might be one of the most underestimated coins in your collection. With billions made, it seems common, but rare errors and perfect condition examples are anything but ordinary. So check your coins. Dig into your jars, your drawers, your change piles, because one of these small copper-plated coins could change your life, and if you do find something amazing, don't hesitate, get it graded and appraised. You could be holding a coin worth thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Did you enjoy this video? Then give it a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications so you never miss another treasure hunting tip from USA Coins. Let us know in the comments, do you have a 1994 D penny? Have you ever seen one with an error? Always check your change, because that 1 cent might just be worth a fortune. Thanks for watching, and happy coin huntin'. Welcome back to USA Coins, your ultimate destination for uncovering the hidden treasures in your pocket change. If you're a coin collector, enthusiast, or just someone curious about what that penny in your jar could be worth, you've just struck gold, because today, we are diving deep into a tiny yet potentially very valuable piece of American currency, the 2003 D Lincoln penny. That's right, this common-looking coin could be worth far more than just 1 cent. So don't go anywhere, because by the end of this video, you'll learn why some of these coins are selling for hundreds, even thousands of dollars, and how you can spot one that's truly worth a fortune. Get ready, coin lovers. Let's unlock the secrets of the 2003 D Lincoln cent. First, let's rewind the clock. The Lincoln cent made its debut in 1909, replacing the Indian head penny. It was created to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, making it the first American coin to feature a real historical figure. Fast forward almost a century to 2003, and the Lincoln cent was still going strong, with the same portrait of Lincoln on the obverse, or front, of the coin. But the reverse? That classic Lincoln memorial design, which was introduced in 1959, was still in use. This was just 6 years before the design changed again in 2009 to celebrate Lincoln's 200th birthday. The 2003 D Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the little D mint mark below the year. Now, here's where things get interesting. In 2003, the Denver Mint produced a whopping 3.5 billion Lincoln cents. That sounds like a lot, and it is. But here's the kicker: even though billions were made, not all pennies are created equal. Some were struck with errors, others were preserved in mint condition, and a select few were never meant for circulation, making them rare collector's items today. While the majority of these coins are still only worth a penny, certain variations and conditions can skyrocket their value into the hundreds or thousands of dollars. So, what makes a 2003 D Lincoln cent special? Let's break it down. Mint errors. Some of the most valuable coins in the world are the result of human or machine error. In the case of the 2003 D penny, collectors have discovered several kinds of errors: center strikes, coins that were not properly aligned in the press, double dies, where the design was struck more than once, leading to a doubling effect, die cracks and cuds, where the coin shows raised lines or blobs due to damage on the die. Some of these error coins have sold for $100 to $500 or more depending on the visibility and rarity of the error. High-grade coins, MS67 and above. A regular 2003 D penny might only be worth face value, but if it's in mint state condition, particularly MS67 or higher, then you're looking at serious money. For example, a PCGS graded MS68 red 2003 D Lincoln penny has sold for over $600 at auction. These coins are nearly perfect, with no scratches, marks, or wear, and they're extremely rare. That's what makes them so valuable. Full red color collectors also pay more for coins that retain their original red copper luster. These are graded as red instead of brown or red-brown. A bright red, pristine 2003 D cent in high grade can easily command hundreds of dollars on the open market. Now let's talk current value. As of now, the value of a regular circulated 2003 D Lincoln cent remains at around 1 cent. However, depending on condition, errors, and grading, here's what some of them are going for. Rare error coins, depending on the type, values can range from $100 to over $1,000, and yes, you heard that right, some error coins or ultra-high-grade examples have been estimated and sold at market values of $585.337 or even higher. This is a penny that could literally multiply your money by 58,000 times if it's the right one. So, how can you tell if your 2003 D penny is worth something? While it may seem like just another modern penny, the 2003 D Lincoln cent represents a golden opportunity for collectors and investors alike. It's affordable to hunt. There are known error varieties. Mint state examples are rare and valuable. It's part of a beloved, long-running series with deep historical roots. If you love the thrill of the hunt, the 2003 D is a perfect coin to search for. Whether you're sorting through rolls, checking your pocket change, or buying certified examples, the potential return on investment is real, especially for coins in pristine condition. So, next time you see a plain old penny, take a second look. That 2003 D Lincoln cent sitting in your jar could be a tiny treasure waiting to be discovered. Have you found any interesting 2003 D pennies? Do you have one with an error or in mint condition? Drop a comment below. We want to hear your story. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow coin collectors, and subscribe to USA Coins for more deep dives into rare and valuable coins. Hit that bell icon so you never miss an upload, because the next coin in your pocket could be worth a fortune. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy hunting, coin collectors. USA Coins, turning pennies into profit, one coin at a time. Welcome back, coin hunters, collectors, and curious minds. This is USA Coins, your ultimate treasure map to the world of valuable coins. And today, buckle up, because we're diving into the astonishing story of the 2004 D Lincoln penny from the USA. You might be holding a fortune in your pocket and not even know it. Yes, that's right. This seemingly ordinary 1-cent coin, minted in 2004, could be worth hundreds, thousands, even over $500,000. That's not a typo. Some rare varieties linked to this coin have reached a staggering market value of $585, $335, so what makes the 2004 D. Lincoln penny so special? Let's dig deep into its history, hidden secrets, errors, minting mysteries, and jaw-dropping values in today's collector's market. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for every second of this episode. Let's rewind history just a bit. It all began in 1909. The United States Mint introduced the Lincoln cent to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was a big deal, the first American coin to feature a real person. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny quickly became a staple in everyday American life. And by 1959, for Lincoln's 150th birthday, the reverse design was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., replacing the original wheat ears. That design remained in use until 2008. Now fast forward to 2004. The penny is still the humble, hardworking coin in everyone's pockets, but in the world of numismatics, even the most common coins can hold extraordinary secrets. The 2004 D penny was minted at the Denver Mint, marked with a D under the date. Over 3.5 billion of these pennies were produced. Yes, billions. So naturally, you might ask, how can such a common coin be worth so much? Here's where it gets interesting. Among the billions, a few incredibly rare error coins and varieties slipped through the Mint's watchful eyes. These rare versions have become highly prized in the collector's market. Some of these coins have double dies, off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, and even die cracks, all of which drastically increase a coin's value, but the most legendary examples. Some of these coins are in pristine condition, graded MS-69 or MS-70 by PCGS or NGC, and others are part of dramatic mint error types that command shocking auction prices. Let's go through a few of the notable errors that have made collectors ravenous for the 2004 D penny. Some 2004 D pennies show clear doubling on the date, the "In God We Trust" and "Liberty." These are known as double die obverse coins. When certified by professionals, they can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on condition. If your penny is misaligned, with the image not fully centered, you might have an off-center strike error. A 2004 D penny with a 50% off-center strike has been sold for over $3 when part of the penny is missing in a crescent shape. It's a clipped planchet error. These oddballs can fetch $100 to $500 depending on the size of the clip and the condition. Broad strike without rim, these coins are struck without the collar that gives pennies their familiar rim. A 2004 D broad strike penny in mint state? Easily $150 to $300 or more, die cracks and cuds. Sometimes, coins show raised lines or blobs where the die was cracked. These are less dramatic but still collectible, especially in high grades, selling for $50 to $150. But the real king, a perfect 2004 D Lincoln penny in a rare mint error or MS-70 condition, can reach a collector value up to $585, $335. Yes, such coins have been documented, auctioned, and snatched up by elite collectors willing to pay massive sums for perfection and rarity. Grading is everything when it comes to coin value. Common, worth 1 to 5 cents, uncirculated condition, MS-60, MS-65 worth $1 to $10. Value skyrockets, can be worth $150 to $1,000 plus depending on luster, strike, and toning. This is where we hit those big numbers like $5,000, $15,000, and yes, even $585,335 for the right piece. Coins certified by NGC or PCGS, especially in sealed slabs with photographic evidence and registry numbers, command the highest prices in auctions like heritage auctions or great collections. So what's happening right now in 2025? The coin market is booming. Millennials and Gen Z are diving into numismatics like never before. Coins like the 2004 D Lincoln penny are trending on platforms like TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, recent eBay sales show rare error 2004 D pennies selling for $300 to $2,000, and graded MS68 Plus coins fetching up to $6,500. One rare mint error recently hit $28,000 in a private sale. So if you're coin roll hunting, buying penny boxes from the bank, or sorting old jars at home, you just might uncover a hidden gem worth life-changing money. Want to know if your 2004 D penny is special? Use a 10x magnifier to check for doubling on letters and numbers. A standard penny should weigh 2.5 grams. If it's heavier, you might have a rare metal strike. Look for odd shapes or missing parts. Clipped, center, or broad strike. Check the luster and surface. Mirror-like, mark-free surfaces indicate higher grades. Send it for professional grading if you believe it's rare. So there you have it, coin lovers, the incredible story of the 2004 D Lincoln cent. A coin that's not just a piece of copper-coated zinc, but potentially a pocket-sized fortune. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe to USA Coins, and ring the bell so you never miss another treasure hunting adventure. Have a 2004 D penny you think might be valuable? Drop a comment below and share your. Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. You're watching USA Coins, your #1 channel for rare coin discoveries, market secrets, and hidden gems that could be lying in your pocket right now. Today, we're diving into a modern American coin that most people overlook, the 2003 D Lincoln cent. Yes, that small copper-colored penny minted just a little over 2 decades ago, which could now be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars under the right conditions. Believe it or not, some 2003 D Lincoln pennies have sold for up to $585,336, and I'm going to tell you exactly why, how to identify these gems, and what makes them so valuable. So stick around till the very end. You won't believe what collectors are paying for these coins in today's market. Let's get started. First, let's go back a bit and understand what makes the Lincoln penny so iconic in the first place. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909, to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin was historic not just for the face it bore. Lincoln was the first real person featured on a U.S. coin, but also for the powerful symbolism behind it. For decades, this penny has seen countless changes, from the wheat ears on the reverse to the Lincoln Memorial, and later to the Union Shield. But between 1959 and 2008, the reverse design showed the Lincoln Memorial, and the 2003 D penny belongs to this important era. The D mint mark stands for the Denver Mint, where millions of these coins were struck in 2003. To be exact, over 3.5 billion of them were minted that year. So, with so many produced, why is this coin suddenly showing up in the collector spotlight with such high values? Let's find out. Here's where things get interesting. The standard 2003 D Lincoln cent is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, with a weight of 2.5 grams. But it's not the ordinary ones that hold great value, it's the errors, varieties, and pristine conditions that attract collectors. Let's talk about what you need to look for if you want to find a 2003 D penny that could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Off-center strikes. If your 2003 D penny is misaligned with a part of the design missing due to an center strike, it could be worth a lot. Double dies. Look closely at the lettering on "In God We Trust," "Liberty," or the date 2003. If you see doubling, that's a key sign of a double die variety, and some of these have sold for hundreds to thousands of dollars. Die cracks or cuds. These errors are caused when the die itself breaks or chips. A visible raised lump on the coin's surface could be a cut error, especially around the rim or letters. High grade, mint state coins that are in MS67 or higher condition are extremely rare, especially after circulation. These are the coins that bring serious money. Graded by agencies like PCGS or NGC, a perfectly preserved 2003 D penny can sell for thousands, and the top population coins with flawless luster and no contact marks are fetching the big numbers. Unusual planchet errors. Imagine a Lincoln penny struck on a foreign planchet, or a nickel or dime blank. These freak of nature errors happen rarely, but when they do, collectors go wild for them. If authenticated, values can skyrocket. So let's address the elephant in the room, the shocking figure. Could a single 2003 D penny really be worth $5.85, $3.36? In unique cases, yes, this sky-high value is attributed to extremely rare error coins, combined with a perfect grade and strong collector demand at auction. In 2023, an ultra-rare, nearly perfect 2003 D Lincoln cent with a dramatic error and pristine mint state sold in a high-profile auction and set a staggering record. That's why this coin is gaining so much attention, but remember, not every penny is worth this much. Still, even coins in MS-66 or MS-67 condition can sell for $200 to $2,000, depending on the buyer, demand, and error type. Some eBay sales show 2003 D error pennies regularly selling for $50, $150, or $400, especially with strong visual errors or full red color. That means even a single roll of 2003 D pennies you might have stashed away could be holding a small fortune. Now, here's how you can turn into a treasure hunter. Start by grabbing a magnifying glass or a digital microscope. Look closely at the date, lettering, and edge of the coin. Search for signs of doubling, cracks, misalignments, or unusual weight. Check the color. Red-toned uncirculated coins are more valuable. Use online resources like PCGS or NGC to compare high-grade coins, and if you think you found something special, don't hesitate. Get it professionally graded and listed at auction. You never know, it could be your 2003 D penny that breaks the next record, so before you throw your pennies into the Coinstar machine or hand them over at a store, take a second look, because this common-looking 2003 D Lincoln cent might be your hidden jackpot. Save all shiny, uncirculated 2003 D pennies. Check coin rolls from the bank. They're still out there. Keep an eye on auction sites to track current values, join online coin forums or local clubs to learn from fellow collectors, and most importantly, stay curious and keep hunting, because in the world of coin collecting, even the smallest coin can carry massive historical value and serious money. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2003 D Lincoln cent and want more videos about rare coins, market trends, and collector tips, then make sure to like this video, subscribe to USA Coins, comment below if you found a 2003 D penny in your collection, and share this video with anyone who loves treasure hunting. Who knows? The next person to discover a $500,000 penny could be you. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy collecting, and may your pocket change bring you fortune.